Third down and 5 with 1:48 showing on the clock in the fourth.
Cam Newton has two receivers to either side. Gonna run it though.
Here's Tolbert to run, and Tolbert is stopped a yard and a half shy of the first down. And the Bills will call their third and final timeout. And the Panthers will bring on their field goal team, Graham Gano, to try to raise their lead again to 6.
North Carolina resigned themselves here to kicking this field goal to get up by 6. But because Buffalo had those 3 timeouts, they're giving themselves about at least a minute and a half after the kickoff to go down and try to win this football game. We're going to see what E.J. Manuel, see how his maturity, I know he's a young guy, we'll see how the maturity that everybody's talking about him translates and his opportunity to win the game at the end of this half.
And Ronnie, he doesn't have any timeouts left. It's really going to be a problem there. 39-yard attempt for Graham Gano. And this kick, and Gano, very cool, kicks the field goal. And that's his third field goal of the game, and the Panthers will have a 6-point lead with 1:38 to go. No timeouts left for the Bills.
You know, I don't know if the timeouts are as big of a deal as they are with some teams, because Buffalo is in a hurry up or at the line of scrimmage type offense anyway, so they'll just be running their normal things. Obviously, the tempo will be a little bit quicker because they're in 2 minutes, but coordinator Nate Hackett will be up here looking at probably the same play calls that he had all game long.
If you're Carolina, how do you defend in this drive?
Well, obviously you don't want to give up the big chunk yardage plays. Expect a lot of cover two deep safeties, corners playing soft on the outside. It's going to be important for the underneath players for the Carolina Panthers, Kuechly, Thomas, whoever the nickel back is, DJ Moore, I believe, to be sound tacklers in this 2-minute drive, because that's where all the yardage will come from.
Marcus Easley is back deep, and of course, without having a timeout, that really eliminates to a great extent the running plays. And Spiller and his threat on the ground. This kick will go out of the end zone, and so the Bills will start from the 20. E.J. Manuel had a problem, and then he had some turnovers.
Yeah, he had some great plays, though. The 2-point conversion to Robert Woods. Costly, though, the turnovers, the sack fumble there led to a Carolina field goal. The interception coming up here to Luke Kuechly also led to a Carolina field goal. That's been the difference in the game. On the scoreboard, it's 6 points, and it was on those 2 turnovers by the young quarterback, E.J. Manuel.
And Fred Jackson is in the game. Spiller had a 7th career 100-yard game. They need the receiver here, and the pass caught by Stevie Johnson. And Johnson gets out of bounds after a pickup of 7. 1:30 remaining and no timeouts left, and Johnson holding on to his right hand.
Johnson did a good job getting out of bounds there, avoiding that tackle. Dick, we find ourselves in a situation that almost every game in the NFL comes down to 72% or so of every game comes down to 7 points or less. That's where we are right now.
And the pass up the middle, caught by Fred Jackson, and Jackson gets tripped up as he gets out to the 40-yard line, picking up 12. Bills on their own 40, first down. They need a touchdown and a conversion to win the game. And here's Manuel. And Manuel to Jackson, who breaks the tackle and gets into Carolina territory to the 46. Kuechly missed the tackle there, and Jackson got 14 out of it.
Very patient approach by this Buffalo Bills offense. E.J. Manuel looks very calm leading this drive, stayed in the pocket that was collapsing, made a great throw to his running back.
And Manuel will go again to Jackson, but making no mistake is Thomas Davis. And now the pass incomplete, jarred loose. And that may be a blessing that it was an incomplete pass because it stops the clock.
Look at the pocket collapse around E.J. Manuel. He just steps up, throws it. Kuechly unable to make the tackle. Good yardage by Fred Jackson.
Second down and 10. 40 seconds on the clock. Manuel going underneath to Stevie Johnson. And Johnson will go out of bounds. May have the first down, but it will be a first down and stops the clock with 34 seconds after getting 11.
Dick, we saw some of the Buffalo Bills fans streaming out. I'm seeing a lot of them turning back and coming back into the stadium right now as their team has an opportunity here in the fourth quarter, 34 seconds left to win this football game.
Never give up. These Bills fans have been great. C.J. Spiller has come back in, off his hands, and incomplete. Spiller was the intended receiver and very nearly looming in the air for a Panther to pick it off. It stops the clock with 29 seconds, 2nd and 10 coming up on the 35.
He got a little bit lucky there. Late pass over the middle to his running back, tipped in the air. Fortunately for him, nobody in blue around to catch it.
2nd and 10. And Manuel nearly goes down. And Manuel finds Spiller doing a little of this. See, you know, the Cam Newton magic right there. And getting some yardage for stopping the clock.
Talked about Cam Newton's ability to be elusive. See, Cam Newton, his athletic ability, avoids that sack, finds a way to get the ball to C.J. Spiller and stop the clock.
Welcome our audience to this finale here as the Panthers leading the Bills, and the interception by Colin Jones. And a flag goes down. Colin Jones picking off E.J. Manuel. The Bills needing a touchdown and an extra point to win this game.
Pass interference, 59. Defense.
And it's pass interference on Luke Kuechly, and that will result in a first down for the Bills. And they'll have the ball at the 11.
Luke Kuechly is one of the best linebackers in football. You see him sitting here in the middle of the field playing cover 2. He grabs Stevie Johnson, which allows the safety to make that interception. Inopportune time for a pass interference penalty for the Carolina Panthers.
On the 11-yard line, E.J. Manuel flush from the pocket, and the rookie at the 5-yard line gets hit, trying to get the first down, and maybe shy there. And it was Munnerlyn. And the clock showing 6 seconds left, no timeouts left. It's right here for the Bills.
Right here indeed, Dick. He might have one shot to go to the end zone. He can't have a long developing play that doesn't score. Let's see what Nate Hackett comes up with here at the end of this game.
It'll be 2nd and 1. Forget the 1. They've got to get it into the end zone. Carolina trying to stop him and win the game. Here's Manuel with a fade and wide open. Touchdown to Stevie Johnson. Welcome our audience. And the Buffalo Bills just scored a touchdown with 2 seconds left. Wide open with Stevie Johnson in the end zone. Confusion in the secondary, and Dan Carpenter trying to give the Bills the lead in the game, and the kick is good. The extra point is good. And the Bills lead it 24-23, going wild here in Buffalo.
Bedlam here in this stadium. They couldn't be more excited. They were walking out. They walked in to watch their rookie quarterback drive all the way down the field. Look at this, 2 receivers up top. Man-to-man coverage, you see DJ Moore has inside stops on his guys. I think there was a miscommunication, and Stevie Johnson is wide open for the game-winning touchdown, or what could be the game-winning touchdown. 2 seconds left for this kick.
Well, Rondé Barber, you have been in a lot of these games in your great career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now there is E.J. Manuel's dad, who he said kept the clutter out, kept him humble. He calls him Big Dog, and Big Dog, with no timeouts left, goes 80 yards to give the Bills the lead.
So much excitement in this stadium right now. These Buffalo Bills fans, could not be more happy with Doug Marrone and his choice in quarterback. E.J. Manuel leads a last-second 2-minute drive. Dick, I told you before that drive that Carolina has had a problem finishing games. They gave up on going for a touchdown on that last drive, accepted the field goal opportunity, left 1 minute and 35 seconds on the clock for the Bills to drive down. They did, scored a touchdown, and they're on the verge of losing yet another game by less than one possession.
And it would be their 10th loss after having the lead in the fourth quarter, unless they can pull out a miracle, really, with 1 second remaining. And the big penalty by Luke Kuechly set up a winning situation for the Bills.
You're going to see about 4 or 5 Bills defenders come down, stand on the end line.
So the only chance for Cam Newton is to heave it.
Hail Mary plays are situational football. They practice this a lot.
They can't commit a foul, though, the Bills. Otherwise, they get another play to Carolina, and that will do it. And they go wild here in Buffalo. The Bills have won it 24-23. Kiko Alonso with the sack, and Doug Marrone has won his first game as head coach in the NFL. 24-23, the Bills score with 2 seconds left to win the game. And we'll wrap up things from Buffalo after these messages and a word from your local Fox station.